Thanks, student. In the last video, we had discussed about the different uh, types of circulations. We had discussed about the heart circulations. We had discussed about the lymphatic system, lymph glands, and many more inside what we have in our CBSE course book of class 10. In the sequence of life process, today we are going to study about the excretion in human beings. Excretion in human beings is a very important chapter, and it is the last chapter of life process. This chapter is related with the excretory material, kidney, nephron, as well as at the end we will study about the plant's excretion also. So today we are going to start this chapter by the study of kidney. So in this video we will study about the structure of kidney, and in the next video we will see where the nephron is located in the kidney and what is its function. Now see, this is the NCERT page, and in this NCERT page let us first take the highlighter. Okay, this is the NCERT page, and in this NCERT page of class 10, what the author has started by saying we should read the first paragraph. We cannot avoid reading anything. We have already discussed how organism get rid of gaseous waste. Okay, we have already discussed about the gaseous waste removal during the photosynthesis or respiration. It has already been discussed. Other metabolic activities generated nitrogenous material. Now we will see the word nitrogenous materials which need to be removed. The biological process involved in the removal of these harmful metabolic waste from the body is called excretion. So the best definition from the NCERT is the biological process involved in the removal of the harmful metabolic waste from the body is called excretion. So whenever the question comes define excretion, just write this definition, the best definition. Now see, the different organisms use varied strategies to do this. Many unicellular organisms remove these waste by simple diffusion from the body surface into the surroundings water. Now different organisms use varied strategies. Now the different organism, what the author wants to say, yes, there is no doubt that the author has used the word unicellular organism here, but the different organism means what? So it is our duty to go through the different types of organisms. Now see, the different types of organism means the organism that is performing the ammonotelic process, ureotelic process, and uricotelic process. Now how to understand this? Now take the fishes. The fish also excrete the material. Terrestrial animals like us, we also excrete the materials. And the flying birds also, reptiles also excretes the material. Now the question is, what are the basic differences between these excretory products? What are the basic differences? So when we see the excretory material of the fish, then we find that basically the ammonia that is NH3, this is ammonia. Okay, this ammonia is the excretory material. And to excrete the ammonia gases we need excess amount of water. So the nature has provided the fish to live inside the water to remove the excess amount of ammonia. Therefore, a removal of excess amount of ammonia, that is release of ammonia as an excretory product. So in the name of ammonia, the animals are named ammoniotelic. Now come to the ureotelic. Ureotelic means the urea. We excrete the urea. So we are the terrestrial vertebrates, and on the base of the term urea, we have been given the term ureotelic. Okay, urea, it is the combination product of ammonia and carbon dioxide. Okay, so it is the urea. So to release the urea, we need amount of water, but not like that of the bony fishes. We need amount of water, but not like that of the fishes. Now come to the uricotelic. Here you can see what is the difference between urea or uricotelic animals, urea and uricotelic animals, and ureotelic animals. Now the question is here. You can see the answer. Birds, reptiles, these all are the animals. They also excrete. But when you see the excretory material of birds, these are all dry, means these are all in the crystal forms. Okay, it means that these birds and reptiles do not take excess amount of water. Even they do not need the water. We have not seen that the birds drink water regularly like human beings, or like bony fishes. Therefore their excretory materials are quite dry, so it turns into the urea. Yeah, uric acid, not urea. So uric acid crystals comes out from their body of birds and reptiles because of the less intake of the water. So it is called, they are called the uricotelic. We need water, excess amount of water, not excess amount of water, but we need an optimum level of water to remove the urea. So we are the ureotelic animals. So now you can understand the different organisms are having the varied strategies. Means what is the meaning? Different organisms use varied strategies. These are the strategies: ammonotelic, ureotelic, and uricotelic. Now come to the major important line, that is many unicellular organisms remove the waste by simple diffusion. Then by simple diffusion is what? The simple diffusion is that, now see, this is the unicellular organism. This is amoeba, unicellular organism. Green algae, that is euglena. Green animal, this is euglena. This is also unicellular. Paramecium, this is also unicellular. Bacteria, this is also unicellular. Now these unicellular organism, they only made up of one cell, so they don't have the complex structure. So how they perform the excretory function? They also need the food, and after digestion they also require to the removal of the food. So these all unicellular organism takes food. Let us take the example of the amoeba. Now see, this is amoeba and it takes the food. We had already discussed in the previous video how the amoeba take the food, and thereafter the food goes in the food vacuole where the digestive enzymes are present, and there after the digestion the food, that is the unwanted materials from the wall, any side of the amoeba, the any side, the wall gets ruptured and the food comes out. So these animals all time 24 hours 365 days live in the water. So it requires a minimum that is complexity in the structure. So this is called the simple diffusion. So the author has given the meaning what is unicellular organism, and how they use the just remove the waste. Now come to the excretion in human beings. Now very important, excretion in human beings. The excretory system of human beings includes a pair of kidney. Now the pair of kidney, a pair of ureter, a urinary bladder, pair of kidney, pair of ureter, and a urinary bladder and urethra. Now first of all, we have to operate the line. We have to go deep. What is kidney? How it looks like? What are the internal structures? What are ureters? Urinary bladder only. So in this video, we will learn about the pair of kidney only. We will not go inside the inside structure, that is the unit of kidney, that is called nephron. In the next video, we will see how the urine is formed. It's very important part. Now come to operate this line. Okay, now come to operate this line. Now first of all, to learn about the kidney, first of all one should know what is excretion. So you have already seen the definition of excretion in the NCERT. Now the question comes, why carry out excretion? Why do we need the process of excretion? because it helps to maintain the homeostasis of the internal environment. Homeostasis means to remain steady and calm and quiet and constant in all temperature. Okay, you cannot change your body temperature as per the temperature of the environment. So like cold blooded animals, they used to change according to the temperature, but we are the warm blooded animals, so we are the homeostatic animals, and we need why we are homeostasis, because of the result of the excretion also. Okay, next is that in the chapter we are going to learn about the excretory materials, about the pair of kidney. Now see, this is the pair of kidney. The brief explanation will be here, and this is the pair of kidney. Now you can see this is the ventral side, this is the body's ventral side, so you can see some slight differences between the position of the kidneys there. This is the right kidney, and this is the left kidney. Okay, this is the left kidney. Okay, now this left kidney is slightly raised above the right kidney. So there are, if you draw the line here, you will see there is the slight raising of the left kidney in comparison to the right kidney, because of the presence of certain organs like liver here, that has just given the less spaces to position or to housing the this type of kidney. This is the kidney. Okay, so you see that you have seen about the slight ups and downs in the kidney, so you should not have any doubts regarding it. Now see, this is the kidney, and the kidney has two that is blue colored vessels, and there is the red colored vessel. We will learn about the blue color and red color vessel. This is the red color, it is called aorta, and it is the blue color, it is called the veins. Okay, now this is the structure that is coming out from the kidney, and this is called the ureter. This is called the ureter. Okay, this is called the ureter. And now this is the urinary bladder. This is called the urinary bladder, and it is called a urethra position. So all the structures you can see here as per the that is sequence. There is a kidney, then ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra. Okay, this is uterus. Actually this is the female structure, so this is not the part of the excretory system. Now come to the kidney in a different direction. When the person is showing the dorsal side, that is the side back side, from there if you draw the design on the back side, then where to place the kidney and in which that is what is the side, and the right side is where and the left side is where, which one is below, which one is slightly upper. So here you can see that in the previous image the this side of the kidney was slightly raised. Now in this image, this side of the kidney is slightly down. It means that when you have turned yourself and when your body is on the dorsal side, then this side becomes your right side. Okay, this side becomes your right side, and this side becomes your left side. So left side, and if you move again in the ventral side, then again it will be there. It means that viewing from both sides is very important to see the location and status of the kidney. Now see the kidney, that is, it is the front side. Okay, it is the ventral side, so you should not get confused again. Okay, now this is the vena cava, this is aorta, this is kidney. The kidney, what is the role of kidney? Simple role is that it produces urine. Okay, now ureter, what is the role of ureter? It transports urine towards urinary bladder. Okay, no issue. Now this is the major important organ. This is called urinary bladder. This temporarily stores urine, and time to time when the urine fills completely, then the signal goes to the brain, and then brain asks you to just drop the urine outside the body, and this is the area from where the urine comes out from your body. Okay, these are all the simple structure, so that students should know about the coordinated structure, because this is a quite complex structure. It is not like amoeba, So we have the kidney, we have the urethra, ureter, urinary bladder and urethra, and what are the locations as per the sequence. Now again, this is the structure, this is the diagram taken from the NCRT figure 19.1, and here there is the structure given. The author has given the emphasis on the term that is called calyx, and this is the black color region is called the medulla, that is cortex and medulla. Now this cortex region is there outside, the peripheral region is called the cortex region, and the black color region is called the medulla region. So we will learn about these structures slightly deep, so that we can understand where actually the nephron is located. There should not be any doubt regarding it. Now come to that. But before going to leave this page, first of all, see, there is the two pair, that is one pair of gland is there, that is called adrenal gland. This is not the part of the excretory system, but it is the hormonal gland that secretes the adrenaline hormone. So this adrenal gland is situated in the form of the crown at the top of the kidney. Okay, now see the internal environment of the kidney. How the kidney, after cutting, you can see the structure. This is the NCRT page. First of all, you see this is the diagram taken from the NCRT. It means the NCRT says that you should have the depth knowledge about the internal environment of the kidney. Now see, in this NCRT diagram, there is the cortex region, again there is the cortex region, and inside the cortex region there are the compartments, and these compartments are called the medulla, and inside that medulla along with the cortex, some a very important part is present, that is called nephron. We will learn the next video about the nephron. Now first of all, see what happens, that is all the filtration process takes part, that is going on here. Now what, how it is going on here? First of all, you see this is the concave region, this is the concave side, and this is the convex area. Now in this concave region there is the very important entry point is there. This is called the hilum. Okay, this is the entry point. From that hilum, the red colored vessels is going inside, blue color vessels is going inside. It means, what is the meaning of this red color? It means that it brings the blood, it brings the blood from the main aorta. So this blood, then if you have the concept of blood, then what is the blood made up of? The blood is made up of two parts, that is 45% blood cells and 55% that is plasma cells. Okay, now these two parts along with the name blood is entering into this red colored portion. Okay, this is called the main aorta. Now the main aorta will divides and it forms the branches, and it will go in this area. Okay, and here actually in this medullary region, there the filtration of the blood is going on, and here if the filtration of the blood is going on, then the urine is formed. Okay, now what happens when the urine is formed? Then the urine is, this is the structure, actually the urine is forming here. And now then after the filtration, where the urine goes, then the urine is stored in this structure. These are called the calyx, these are called the calyx. Okay, so these are called the calyx. These are all small temporary urine that is stored here, and after that calyces, what happens, these calyx just drop all the urines to this structure. This is called the major calyx. Okay, this is called the major calyx. So you have understood that all the blood first goes to the medullary region where the nephron is present, and here actually what happens here, actually there is the filtration process goes on, and thereafter the filtration, after the filtration, what happens, when the blood removes all the unwanted material, those unwanted materials are stored in this funnel shaped structure. This is called the calyces, and then calyces drops all the unwanted material here. This is called the major calyx, and ultimately major calyx opens into this structure. See this structure, this structure is called the ureter. In this way all the unwanted material goes to the ureter, and thereafter it stores in the urinary bladder. Okay, in this way. So everywhere you can see in all the sides, the actual machine is running here. Okay, actual machine is running here, and this is what the name, it is called the medullary region of the kidney. So the two important part of the kidney should be well read, that is the calyx region and another is the medulla region. Okay, and actually the medulla region is completely infested with the blood vessels, and the blood vessels is coming from this red colored portion, and this red colored is called the, it brings the blood from the body and it gives the blood to this area, and where the filtration is going on. The unit of filtration we will learn about the structure nephron in the next video, and its complete that is where it is located, we will see all these things in depth. Okay, and thereafter the urine is formed, the excretory material is formed, and this just is stored here in the major calyx, and major calyx just give out all the urine to the ureter, and ultimately it goes to the urinary bladder. Okay, in this way we have studied about this picture. That's the basic knowledge we got. Basic knowledge is required here. Okay, so these are the basics. Now again, if you have not understood with this picture, now what is hilum, we have already given the explanation, that is the concave region from where the every material, every blood vessels or anything coming out and going inside. So this is the door of the kidney, and this is the convex region, and this peripheral region is called the cortex region, renal cortex. Why renal word is associated? Renal word is associated with the kidney, like that of the hepato word is related with that of the liver. Okay, in this way the words are called just like the, you take the heart, that is cardiac. Okay, so every details associated with the cardiac means associated with the heart. Renal means everything associated with that of the kidney. Okay, so renal cortex means renal cortex, medulla means renal medulla, because this medulla and cortex is also there in the other part of the body. So to make the differences between the, from where which part of the cortex is we are going to learn, so it is the renal. It means actually we are learning about the that is the kidney part. Okay, so renal, and these all are the, see, these all are the pyramid like structure. So we have already stated that these pyramid like structures are called the medulla region, and actually the here the process of filtration is going on in connection with that of the cortex region also. And ultimately what happens, the blood that enters into this red colored region, that goes in the medullary region, filtration takes place. After filtration the excretory material is made, and these excretory materials are dropped here in this white colored region, that's called calyces, and then calyces opens into the major calyx, and then major calyx just gives the blood to the ureter. So everything we have discussed about the kidney. So we will learn this structure in the next video, that is we can say it is a nephron, we say it is a nephron, and we will learn where the actually the nephron is located. So in the next video we will learn about the structure of nephron. So don't miss to study about the nephron. We will associate all these things with that of the kidney also. Okay, once again we will meet in the next video. Till then, Jai Hind.